I'm not the kind of person who's reluctant to stay somewhere because it's different. I'm the kind of person who wants to stay there exactly because it's different, to find something interesting, to find something new.
This is the story of Luke O'Callaghan, a young man from Ireland who's chasing a dream. That dream is to play in the Rugby World Cup for his adopted country.
I never wanted to rush back to Ireland. I was just having such a good time. So I decided that I wanted to find some way that I could stay.
Если этот этап не проходит, то нужно заниматься чем-то другим, если честно.
I was just very flattered to be even given the opportunity to play for any national team. So when the chance presented it itself, I grabbed it.
In 2002, Luke took a break from studying Russian at Trinity College Dublin and accepted the offer of a job in Kazakhstan. He played club rugby, stayed for 3 years and married a Kazakhstani girl. With residency and other criteria fulfilled, he was now eligible to play for the national team.
I knew that I wasn't going to be getting a call from Ireland any day soon to say, we need you for the Irish team. So I decided to play for Kazakhstan. Why not? Give it a try, see what happens. I feel very proud every time I pull on the jersey, and I feel very privileged to pull on the jersey for Kazakhstan.
Вы их должны выиграть. Ну и вы обязаны, все понятно.
С Люком это тоже небольшая история. Значит, появился парень, ирландец, который говорит на русском языке.
Первое впечатление сначала никакое. Просто пацан худой.
Что это для меня стало большой неожиданностью. Парень пришел и говорит, что я играл в регби и хочу играть за команды не только клубные Казахстана, но и национальные сборные.
Помню, что я как раз сидел на трибуне и смотрел все это. Выходит Люк О'Каллаган.
Да, этот момент я прекрасно помню. Было интересно не только с моей стороны, но и со стороны ребят, игроков, посмотреть, как играет ирландец в регби.
Любит регби. И несмотря ни на что, вот он умудрился приехать из города, вот уже не помню какого, в Алмату, для того, чтобы осуществить свою мечту.
Although most people had never heard of Kazakhstan until recently, Luke knew the name well. As a young boy, Luke was always fascinated by the space race. Kazakhstan was the centre of the Soviet space program and the place where Yuri Gagarin, Luke's childhood hero, launched to become the first man in orbit.
It was just an amazing entity, you know. There was this amazing country that was the biggest in the world and the best. When I watched Rocky IV, I was going for the Russian guy. I really wanted him to kick Rocky's ass. Before I came to Kazakhstan, I was actually invited to Russia to play rugby because I thought I was going to be in Russia. And then by talking to them, I knew that there was rugby everywhere in Kazakhstan as well. So I was 19 when I came out first, and I was working in oil and gas with all of these engineers who were maybe 50 plus. So it was a very bizarre kind of environment to be in.
Kazakhstan is the 9th largest country in the world and is located in Central Asia. Despite being over 32 times the size of Ireland, it has a population of just 15 million people. It is a very diverse country geographically, from the vast central steppe to the rugged snow-capped mountains that form a dramatic backdrop to Almaty, the country's largest city. From Alexander the Great to Genghis Khan, many have passed along the Silk Road through Kazakhstan and left their mark. Gradually, ethnic Kazakhs moved away from the nomadic lifestyle under Russian and later Soviet influence. As a result, there is huge ethnic diversity, with over 130 different ethnic groups calling Kazakhstan their home. Kazakhstan's World Cup odyssey begins here at the Dinamo Stadium in Almaty. The players have travelled from all over Kazakhstan and Russia to begin their World Cup preparations. Understandably, with some of the players having travelled up to 30 hours, this is the first time that all the players in the squad have been able to attend, and this a mere 4 days before their first World Cup qualifier. Union President Stanislav Knor oversees the final preparations.
Буквально завтра вылетает мужская команда на игры отборочных чемпионата мира, где мы проведем 2 матча, один с Индией, другой с Малайзией. И 22 июня мы приняли команду Гуам. На этом этапе стоит основная цель – выйти в следующий этап розыгрыша Кубка мира.
Да. Ну, понятно. Пошли! Вот,
Сейчас шансы хорошие. Сейчас хорошая подгруппа по силам. 2 игры в Индии и, в общем-то, с командами, которые можно выиграть. И неизвестная единственная команда Гуам. Но мы принимаем дома, то есть я думаю, что пройдем.
Playing international rugby in Asia usually means lots of travel. For Luke and his wife Leah, who spend time in both Kazakhstan and in Ireland, this can be very demanding. It means that they often have to spend a great deal of time apart.
I would like to travel with him to the games, but I'm not sure how possible it is for the moment. So sometimes I just have to sacrifice, our being together for the sake of him pursuing his dream. He was a novelty for some time, guys were treating him as a novelty, as a foreigner, as a funny guy maybe, But with time, he won their respect, and they have really good relationships now. I think he fits into our Kazakhstan team very well.
I feel like I'm included in everything, I'm treated as an equal, but because it's a national team, you have to prove yourself all the time.
After a gruelling 8-hour flight from Almaty, the players arrive in Delhi airport at 6 in the morning. Though obviously exhausted, the players are clearly enjoying their World Cup experience so far. No transfer has been arranged, so the team have to catch a bus which takes them to the connecting flight to Mumbai. The team have been travelling for almost 24 hours and finally reached their destination. But there will be little time to rest or acclimatise, as amazingly they have to play India in their first match the next day.
To qualify for the World Cup, that's the holy grail, really. It's very hard to go so far in the qualification process to get it all the way. With the right kind of help and the right kind of training, it's not beyond, it's not beyond impossible.